All right, guys. First voiceover ever. Woo, let's go. 2026, the year for learning new things. So, I don't really know how this works, but we're going turbo mode right now. But basically, this video is me making a 2026 vision board because it's just very important to have short-term goals and long-term goals and to put it down on paper, basically. I'm a firm believer in writing down your goals and writing down steps to accomplish those goals, even though I'm not that good at actually following through with that. However, a vision board is nice and it's cutesy and it's fun and it makes great art. And you know what? I was just in the mood this year. The past year or two, I did not make a vision board, but I realized I actually do have some new goals this year. I feel like 2025 was kind of a flop for me. Me, not really, but I spent a lot of my time working at kind of a dead end job, but I finally got out of it in October or so. And now I kind of have like this reignited passion just for life and for accomplishing new things. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. We're already over here. We're already gluing things. So, as you guys can see, I glue down the year. And then I start gluing down a photo that has to do with consistency because that is my number one goal for this year is to be consistent. And what that means is being consistent at the gym, being consistent with eating healthy, being consistent with my friends, being consistent with just healthy habits, meaning like going to sleep, taking care of like my hygiene and all of that, doing my maintenance, being consistent with posting online, which kind of leads me to my next photo that I'm gluing down. So, another big goal is content creation for this year. It's something that I've been wanting to do ever since I was like 12 years old. So, 2026 is going to be the year that I actually pick up the camera and start vlogging and documenting my life. And I have to say, I love so many YouTubers. I love Tariyami. I love Tana Mojo. I love Trisha. I've been following YouTube ever since I was a teenager, and I just figured it was time. But also, I realized that I miss out on a lot of my life because I kind of don't document it, which is a good thing because it means I'm living in the moment. But I will say that alcohol has damaged my brain and I have trouble remembering things. So I want more videos to look back on as I grow older. And then next we have a photo of a woman on a Stairmaster because, as I said before, we're trying to get in that gym. I'm going to Greece in May and I want to feel good about my body. I want to be confident. I want to actually take photos in Greece and in Italy. So, one of the goals is to be consistent with working out and going absolutely every day, listening to my body and not pushing it too hard. Next photo, I believe, is dun 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 dun. I don't know. I'm shuffling through it. Let's see what I end up picking. So, as you'll see throughout this video, I kind of like freak out about what photos to put where. So, this one I want to say is journaling. Yes. So, another goal of mine is to write down how I feel every single day and to write down my goals. I think in order to actually follow up with myself and make sure I'm accomplishing what I want to accomplish, I have to journal and kind of track what I'm doing every single day. And then also it's just good for your mental health. Up next, we have no more negative self-talk. Your brain doesn't know the difference between when you say something positive about yourself and something negative. The brain convinces itself that that is the truth. So, in order to be my best, most confident self, we have to eliminate negative self talk, even though it can be funny at times. And then I start to glue down a piece of paper that says I have to succeed because I like expensive shit, which basically means I got to be in my bag this year. So I started making more money last year, but the thing is, I moved out and now I have my own studio apartment. So my cost of living has gone up significantly. And I still kind of don't make enough money. And I also live above my means. And the thing is, I want the freedom to go shopping. I want the freedom to travel. I want to live to work and not work to live. You know what I mean? So we got to find additional streams of income. Maybe I'll sell photos of my feet online. Maybe I will get a job at Trader Joe's. Maybe content creation will be an additional stream. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna get that bag. And then here I'm shuffling through more photos and I pick a photo of Greece, which is out of frame. I am so sorry about that. I am new to this. Please give me some grace. But basically, as I mentioned before, I'm going to Greece, and the goal here is to just see some blue ass water. Some crystal water where I put my feet in, I look all the way down to the bottom, and I can see my little toes. That is all. Yes, and I'm trying to swim. I'm trying to be on boats. I did include like 3 photos of Greece on here because I got 3 goals: blue ass water, get on a boat, get in a cave. And then also, we're going to Italy afterwards, but I'm trying to live my Mamma Mia dream is the thing, so I'm more fixated on Greece. But when we're in Italy, which I'm pretty sure this is the next photo I'm gluing down, I want my limoncello. Oh, nope. I never glue down the self talk thing. As you can see, no planning to this, just chaos. And then here you can see that I'm gluing down my limoncello gelato sorbet thing that I really want in the Amalfi Coast. This vision board is kind of acting like a to-do list for me because I will forget. So I feel like pictures are kind of helping. So that's what that is. I need my sorbet. I will check back in when I get that sorbet. And then here I have a photo of an apartment because the goal is to move out and to move in with my boyfriend. And even though we most likely will not get a loft with very tall windows, you know what? It's my vision board. I can reach for the stars if I want to. So that's the goal: get a lovely home in LA that is central to both of our jobs, which will be very hard. And yeah, here we have a pretty woman, but I just really liked her tattoos. So it's been, I think, 2 years now since I've gotten a tattoo. So I'm ready to finish my sleeve. So once again, kind of a reminder. Don't think I'll have the money for this now, but once again, reaching for the stars, just putting it on the board to manifest it, basically. And then the next photo that I put down is very similar. It's a back tattoo. Once again, one of my dreams. So the goal would be to finish my sleeve and then start a back tattoo of like a panther. I would have to obviously save up money and find a really great artist for that, but that's what that one is. This next one is a little silly. Basically, one of my goals or dreams in life is to focus properly in the camera, but also to go to the Live Moss conference, which is like the Taco Bell conference. I know that is very big back of me, but I am Taco Bell's number one. Okay, maybe not their number one fan, but I feel like I'm a pretty big fan of Taco Bell. I am there whenever a new menu item drops, and I would just love to go to that Apple style conference. I think it's sick. So, hoping this content creation can hopefully get me there. Speaking of content creation, we got some new vlogging equipment. Once again, this is kind of building off of the other photo I had for like doing YouTube and posting on TikTok, but really just being consistent with it. This next one is for Invisalign because my teeth are crooked. Once again, probably won't have the money for this one. Might as well try to manifest it. And then also, I used to ice skate growing up. So that's just something I want to do kind of as a hobby is ice skate more this year, working towards getting a new pair of skates since mine broke a couple years ago and I don't have any skates. And then this is a photo of a little fashionista girl. Maybe not little. Didn't mean it like that. I just meant she's like tall and like model skinny, whatever. But basically, I feel like I kind of dress like a hobo every now and then. So just want to get my style up. So, the other thing that I want to do this year, especially with my boyfriend, is go dancing more. I am Latina and I didn't ask to be born Latina, but I definitely want to go do some more salsa dancing and bachata dancing. Right here, we got Bradley on a budget. Obviously, I'm not going to go to the same extremes that he does, but I figured I could find some inspiration from his page in order to save some bucks this year. With my trip coming up, definitely can take some inspo from him because he's kind of a baddie in that sense, but we got to get you a new towel, bro. Once again, we have some blue ass water. There's going to be a lot of blue ass water just because I need to fill up space. And then also a photo of fruit because I just want to eat healthier this year and more holistic foods. And then I missed whatever that was that I put there. I think it said something about more books and less screens. I feel like my reading comprehension has gone down a lot, probably because of all the damage that the TikTok videos have done to my brain. So, one of the goals for this year is to just read more books. And at some point on here, I put Fourth Wing on the board. I just want to finish that series because my coworkers love that series. So, that's my priority is to finish the Fourth Wing series and to just read more in general. And then as you can see, there's another cave either in Greece or Italy because I just need to hang out in a cave with my friend Nicole. Need that to happen. Up next, we got this piece of paper that says confidence is sexy because I want to work on my confidence. I want to, speak boldly and confidently, especially when it comes to meetings at work, when it comes to presenting myself online, when it comes to how I walk down the street and how I hold my posture. I just want to be more confident and radiate that energy. And it's something that you do have to practice, but I'm confident that I will achieve that this year. And then this one is also silly, but just tanning more this year. This really is not a big goal of mine, but I guess the bigger goal that this kind of feeds into is just maintenance. But yeah. So that was a DJ controller deck. So I want to learn how to DJ. I've had this Pioneer DJ deck for years now and don't know how to use it. So just thought it would be cool to make some remixes and finally learn how to use it and turn up the parties because sometimes the music at the clubs in LA, they're not that good. That photo is a photo of New York because I have some friends that live over there and I want to go and visit them. And I've only been to New York 2 times before, so definitely adding that to my list of places to go this year. Here you'll see the Fourth Wing book that I mentioned earlier, gluing that down, and then more maintenance. And I apologize once again for not knowing how to hold a photo in the camera. But that maintenance was for laser hair removal. But I would love to just get more services that make me feel better about myself. Not that it's like absolutely necessary, but I think it's kind of important to treat yourself and get your nails done or your eyelashes done. I definitely need to get my eyebrows done. You know, I think as a woman, that's sometimes necessary and good for the soul. care and maintenance, I guess, this year. Then we have a photo of some, like, a work setup. Basically, I feel like I've been job hopping for the past couple of years. Nothing extreme. For the most part, I've been staying at my jobs for a year or so, but I just want to stay and settle down with a job for 5 years or more. So that's what that is, and I just really want to excel and provide the best quality of work. That photo is of a friend's dinner table. I want to make more friends this year. It's been really hard to find friends in LA. I've found my people, but I'm a very social person and I just want to keep finding more. So there's just a lot to learn from others. And then here we have the final product. Yay, vision board. I highly encourage you guys to go build a vision board. This was highly therapeutic for me and it was fun. It was just zen, relaxing, and gluing is very fun. Oh, weird glitchy thing. Anyways, thanks guys for staying tuned and I look forward to accomplishing all these goals and dreams with you guys. Bye.